everybody, and welcome back to Minecraft Survival with Fix. It is a celebration day. That's right, this is the first video I have done since we crossed the 36,000 subscriber milestone. I don't know why exactly that's the milestone that I chose. Well, I do kind of know why, because it blew up so fast. Things have been going so well with the channel that I just kind of missed the 5 and 10 and then 25,000 subscriber celebrations. And I'm not a big sort of milestone marker kind of fella, but I think that it is something that needs to be said, needs to be talked about a little bit. And I just want to say how grateful I am, how thankful I am for all of you who've decided, hey, you know, this content seems pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and click the subscribe button and maybe even the bell notification just to get rung whenever I either go live or put on a new video. But regardless of that, you're probably not here for that. I would imagine that a lot of you are here for what's happening with the next 100 days hardcore survival video with the storyline. And you know, if you're the one person who watches only this series and not the others, hi there. But everyone else, I think, largely is looking forward to those. I think that the storyline sort of idea that I've come up with has struck a chord with a lot of people. It seems like people really like it, and I am super happy about that because I really like it too. So what's going on with that? Because I did a poll on the channel and I said, hey, what do you want to see next? Do you want to see either Wizard 200 days, or do you want to see the Colony, the new one, the Villager 200 days, or do you want to see something new 100 days? And the Mage 100 days won, well, resoundingly would probably be a bit of an understatement. It won like 80% or something. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that. But first, I have a different one. I have a different one coming up because while I was waiting for that poll, I started something else. So I'm going to go ahead and finish it because from a storyline perspective, that makes things a lot easier. It's kind of hard for me to jump around. I know some people can do it and that's awesome, but it's hard for me to jump around and remember what my sort of, you know, what my character's feeling and all that kind of stuff. And not that I'm super into the role play, but you know what I mean? It's hard to kind of keep everything straight. So the next video to come out, probably in I would guess, day or two after this one. It's hard to say exactly, but a few days after this Let's Play video comes out, the next one is going to be 100 days hardcore Minecraft in a nuclear bunker, like a fallout shelter. And I'm having a great time doing it. I'm on day like 77 at the moment that I'm recording this. So I'm having fun, but I just want to put out this because, you know, I do want to alternate between those because as much as I love doing those, and I really truly do, like I really love them. They're great. But I do want to also continue doing like the Let's Play, right? I mean, that's a big part of my channel and always has been. I don't want to sort of neglect that completely. So this is the chance that I can regain my sanity, or try to keep as much of it as I can, because this is a place where you're just gonna hang out and just talk and just build some things with a big lore focus and all that stuff still, but not quite the absolute frantic pace. If you've never sort of watched someone either Twitch stream or something, one of these videos, they are absolutely frantically paced because you're trying to get done as much as you can, especially from a builder's standpoint. You know, I try to build as many cool things as I possibly can in as short amount of time as I possibly can, so that way the final video has a sort of impressive product, you know? By the way, if you're wondering where that took place, you see that house right there that the cursor's on? Right past it, there's a little mountain. That's where the 100 days of hardcore bit happened. So if we want to do a day 200 of that, and I know a lot of people have commented and said, hey, we need 200 more days of this storyline, then we can. And I left all my gear there. So what I'll do is I'll put down my really good survival gear that I have here, and I will go pick up some of the gear that I left off playing, and we'll just continue from there over on that island, sort of separated from the rest of this world. But that's not what we're working on today. What I'm doing today is I'm finishing a house that I started, months ago, probably. Maybe even a year. It's hard to say exactly, but I started this house because I wanted to build a farm and I just needed a place to house a beacon, because all this land that you see around here, this has all been landscaped. That way there's only, see how there's only one block of the little platform, one block, it's more rolling hills. So all this land that there are farms on currently has been landscaped. So I had a beacon here for a while, and I decided to build a house around it, and then I just never really built the house. I just kind of built this and that's it. So I decided I'm going to finish it today and just knock it out. I think it would be a really nice thing to have done. So that's what we're working on here. I think it's hard to say. I might go up another story, or maybe I don't. I mean, this is a farmer's house. It's all stone just because that's what I had around. So I'm going to probably have to do some sort of creative editing here. I'm not really into the all stone look necessarily, so we'll do something here. But let me work on this a little bit more, and then we'll come back in and discuss sort of how the house is going and some other fun things. Something I should mention here. Oh, look, it's a wandering trader. Wonder if he's one of my descendants. Could be. He's invisible right now, but trust me, he's there. I see the lead. One thing I should mention is I know I got a lot of comments on the video, the 100 days video from this world that said, oh, the lore's so cool and stuff like that. Listen, if you're into it, if lore is something that you like, well, I did a video. I did 4 videos. It's a short playlist. I will link it down below. It's like a drama based in this world. So imagine kind of like a Minecraft Star Trek episode, kind of. Right? That's in this world that explains the lore, explains a little bit more of how these people sort of crash landed here, how there's life, all that kind of stuff. And I got some of my YouTuber friends who, some names you might recognize, to come on and do some guest spots, doing some of the voice acting for us. So it's a lot of fun. Hopefully you'll check it out. And again, it's just 4 episodes. They're only like 6 or 7 minutes each, sort of type of thing, you know. But I played Captain James Doan, and some of my friends play different roles. Drama Smith Gaming, who you saw at the end of the 100 Days video, she is Captain Ramirez in that as well. Although she doesn't appear, she's only a voice in that because she's on the other ship. And yeah, if you want to find out about the lore, just check it out. I think it's a really fun sort of series. It's the one video that I've ever shown like my kids, and the one that they actually ask to see pretty frequently because I think they like to see me on TV and all that kind of thing. But anyway, check it out. All right, then, the little house is coming along here. Boy, adding a roof really helps. Who would have thought? Adding a roof really helps to make a house look better. Never saw that one coming at all. So I'm just trying to figure out exactly how I want to do this. I want to have this bit of the house, this tower, sort of be taller than the others, just so there's differences in shape. I fell into a few years ago, I fell into really loving to build sort of oddly shaped houses and not really just rectangles, though this one is kind of a combination of rectangles, but just, you know, make a weird footprint and then sort of make the house fit it, you know. And I've really come to love that. It almost feels like, in a way, it almost feels like you're doing puzzles, and I love to do puzzles. So it's like, okay, I did the footprint. Now I just have to figure out how to get the roof line, which is usually the next sort of most complicated way to do it. So yeah, I don't know. I've just really grown to really love that way of building. So that's the way I built this house a long time ago, like I say, and just now we're sort of, you know, throwing the roof on, and I also want to have an interesting skyline that you're going to see from over there and from the road as you walk over here. Like, I don't want this house to just blend into the trees. You know, we have these nice custom trees over here that are all handcrafted, and I want to make sure that you see this house poking up over the top. Also from over that little village as well would be really nice too. So this is the kind of basic game plan that we have going on here. I think I'm going to do this, only this part here as a second floor, and the rest of it just sort of one story with a fairly tall roof on top of it. I don't know. We'll probably do interiors. I'm a little hit and miss on interiors, to be totally honest. I'd like to be better than I am, but I'm not. I am who I am, I guess, at this point. My goodness, what a difference this makes after, you know, I've gotten numbed as just seeing this house, this completely unfinished house here for so long. It's so weird almost to like see it sort of in a, you know, in a beginning to be finished sort of state. And yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. So some things I want to do here, I definitely frame in some big windows. I think what I'm going to do in this area right here is maybe make a little bit of a shed. Reason being, I want to have not this giant wall. It's a very, very, very flat wall here, and I don't think that is totally ideal. So we'll do something along these lines, and then maybe we'll just support this thing by a fence. I think probably that seems like the right idea. So we got here arrows. There's one thing I don't need in this world. It's arrows. Okay. So something like this, and then, you know, eventually what we'll do is we can bring in some, like, we'll bring in some stores here, like some stuff that maybe they have sitting around. Oh, I'm getting a little bit of framing. That's weird. So okay, so my Minecraft has been putting up some updates recently, and some are great, and some are not quite as great. And I'm hoping that they bring back some of the old ways of doing things. it got a little bit worse in this last update. If you're wondering why I use Bedrock, some people will wonder that from time to time, why I use Bedrock in my single player world. Well, the reason is simple. I want to, for one thing, I want to use RTX, and RTX is only on Bedrock, and it's so awesome. But secondly, if I don't have RTX showing, let me turn it off here and let me just show you. You can see so far. Wait till it loads in and take a look. You can see monstrously far. You can see like the whole way from that castle over there. That's a full castle. The whole way back to spawn. You can see out there to the Iron Castle. And if you're over here near the Iron Castle, you can see out to the ice frozen Guardian Farm, which is just, it's coming together. In fact, I probably should have worked on the Guardian Farm today, to be totally honest, but didn't. There it is. There is rendering, and you see that. The reason why I didn't is I have just finished a couple of huge projects with the videos, and I just want to do some things that maybe aren't huge projects, right? And just do so a little bit smaller stuff. So we'll get back to that monsters epic build here at some point. But yeah, I mean, that's why I want to play in Bedrock, because I want to be able to see the entire scope of this entire kingdom all in at one glance, and I think that's such a cool thing. All right, so since we're flying up here, let's take a look at the house, and yeah, it's starting to come along. I think it's a semi-interesting shape, maybe not the most interesting shape, but I think it's coming there. It's getting there. So let's do something like this. I really have grown to really rely on framing my windows like this just to bring in a little bit more detail. And I think up here we'll do fence gate maybe. So let's do something like this. Let's make a bigger one. Since this is like a farmer's house, maybe they have this is just open air like in the attic, right? I think that would kind of make sense, and also bring in a little bit more color up there, right? Yeah, that's not bad at all. It's kind of weird. It's kind of streaky, but I like it. I think it's cool. All right, I got to make some trapdoors and all that kind of stuff, so I'll do a little bit of crafting up here, and it's starting to come along. I think what we may end up doing is do something like this. We'll do a little bit of a sort of side path into a side door over there, something like that. Yeah, that'd be nice. All right, the house is coming along pretty nicely, I think. You know, it's a little bland at different points, but that's where the detailing part comes in. Got a couple lanterns hanging up here, a little bit of greenery around. No, I do have a door. I thought I didn't have a door, but I do. I do have a door. And yeah, just some of these little overhang danglers over here. Put another little shed over here. We'll put some like wheat or barrels or something there that's going to sort of signify what that is. You know, I don't think. Yeah, we're far enough away from villagers. There's a little bit of a weird Bedrock bug where you can't put any workstations near villagers, or they will sort of lose their workstation and just take whatever one they're nearest, and that's kind of a drag. But I think we're far enough away that it should be okay. We're a little ways away from the iron farm, and that's all I really truly care about here is the iron farm. I just don't want to mess it up, because it's my iron farm and villager trading station. That's way over on the other side of this little hill. So yeah, I think we're good. But yeah, the house is starting to come together. I did a little bit of these sort of fencing up there, sort of signify, I don't know, would that be part of the bush, or would it be like a man-made in order to get the vines to go up? I'm not sure which one. Either way, it looks kind of nice. I think it's okay. And then I think all we want to do around here is maybe just do a little bit of like just detail work, like something like this. I'm not totally sure how we want to do it. Maybe if I had gates, let's make a couple gates and we'll throw them up there. It should be kind of nice. I read somewhere, and I don't know if this is true because it was on the internet after all, but I read somewhere that it took in medieval time, using medieval like sort of farming techniques, about an acre to feed a person. Now, I don't know exactly if that's like for a year or a meal. No, it's not a meal. But, you know, I don't know how long exactly that is. After Googling just a little bit more, because I said that, and I was like, am I right on that? It looks like maybe an acre could support about 3 people. Now, I don't know exactly how big an acre is in Minecraft, and I'm not looking to make this a historically accurate Minecraft civilization with zombies and endermen and skeleton, elytras and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But I do want to have sort of a ballpark. Like, I don't think a little 9x9 is going to support your entire medieval city, right? It might support you as the player, as the Minecraft creator, but, you know, you got to do a little better. So I built this farmland out a long time back and just finally recently put this together. So I don't know how much could this farm? I don't know exactly, but this could do, I think, several people, you would think. But look how many town houses there are. right? There's a lot of houses, and this little puny amount of farmland is not cutting it. So as I build more and more and more and more in this world, I want to continue building big farmlands, because it's just going to make the whole thing feel scale-wise kind of right. You know, it's not going to seem unrealistic. Since we're talking about farmland and I'm flying back to get some dirt slabs, I thought I'd take a look at the rest of this farmland here. You know, it's tough to estimate. How many do you think? Maybe you could leave me a comment. How many people do you think my current farmlands could feed? Rather, my current farm fields could feed. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Maybe a few dozen, probably. But I'd be curious to what your takes are on it, because I don't know, you know. And again, like I say, I'm not trying to be historically exactly 100% accurate, but I am kind of curious, you know, and I like planting big fields, so I kind of find that to be really fun, as sort of perverse as that sounds possibly at times to some of you, but I like it. I think it's kind of cool. All right, so here I'm gonna press the button and give myself a stack of dirt slabs. And if you're thinking I'm a big cheater, I guess I am. You can't get these. These are petrified wood, and they are not available in game. You can't make it like a data pack. Well, actually, you probably could make an add-on, but I don't want to play this world with add-ons, so I just did it with a command block, and I've retextured the petrified wood slab to look like coarse dirt, so that way I get dirt slabs. And, you know, I was thinking about making it a trade, like, oh, if you put in a stack of dirt in a hopper whenever certain I mean, it's dirt. It's dirt, and this world is like a year old. Like, dirt is literally the most free thing. Like, I don't even pick it up if it's on the ground. So I didn't feel like that was a giant big cheater move. But, you know, let me know if you hate me for it, then let me know, and I'll not do anything about it still. But I'll feel kind of bad, you know. I'll feel kind of bad. Okay, let's put in the dirt slabs and see how it looks. I think these are really cool. I think these are enormous game changers. I really wish Mojang would just make this, you know, part of the game. But you put these in here. Look at that. Oh man, it looks so good. Put a couple of these right here. Maybe I'll put one right here, actually. And then a couple over here. Actually, one there to block off that. You can tell this is all fake terrain, sort of. I built it up so it looked sort of right. And yeah, that looks really nice. You know, it makes a big difference. And if you want to break them, you have to break them with a pickaxe, because this is the old style. But yeah, look how much better it is, right, than using like dirt. The only thing is they're a little shiny, because I have not yet figured out how to put the bump map in. But other than that, I think it's a pretty good success, I think, having these dirt slabs. And yeah, I think it's really cool. All right, I think that is going to wrap up this house. And yeah, man, pretty simple little house, but lots of different roofs on this one. And yeah, I think it is nice. And this is something I've been sort of waiting to do for a really long time, is finish this thing. And I feel really good about it being done. Oh boy, there's so many trees and wildlife, you can't really see a good profile, but yeah, you get the idea. And looking across it from the road, oh, I think it's going to be quite the vision. Let's find out here. As if we're just a traveler, you look up there, you see like, oh, that must be the farmer of the area. Yeah. Okay then. All right, that's not bad. That's not a bad view, I think. I think it's kind of cool. All right, that's going to wrap it up for me today. If you are interested in seeing what's coming next, then make sure to join my Discord, because I am putting up little preview images as I go. The next 100 days episode is going to be 100 days in a nuclear apocalypse bunker, or what do you call it? Like a fallout shelter. I think that's the word. So yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy it, and I should have that out here in a couple days. Thank you so much for your support. I really can't tell you how much I appreciate it and how excited I am to have a whole bunch of new YouTube friends on the channel, and makes my heart grow 3 sizes too big. All right, we'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.